This evening, teenagers stabbed to death in Potentia. Two suspects are in custody following the fatal stabbing of a 17-year-old boy in West Bank, Demerara. Firearm found in Sophia, stop and search. Police arrest two men after finding a gun and ammunition during a routine traffic stop. Chinese landing wants a mining ban lifted. The village council argues the ban is hurting their livelihood and disagrees with the government's reasoning. Ethnic Relations Commission focuses on harmony. The ERC outlines its work promoting understanding and unity among Guyana's diverse population. Arrest warrant issued in Venezuela. Authorities detain politicians close to opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for March 21st, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, police are probing the tragic killing of a 17-year-old Aaron Bess, a resident of Potentia, West Bank, Demerara, around 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday in Potentia. Two suspects, aged 16 and 17, both students from the area, are under investigation. Initial inquiries revealed that Bess was walking from Twofield to a nearby shop when the suspects, driven by a past dispute, began hurling bottles and bricks at him. Despite attempting to continue on his way, Bess was confronted by the suspects, leading to a violent altercation. One assailant struck Bess twice with a steel object, while the other wielded a knife, inflicting multiple stab wounds. Subsequently, Bess collapsed from his injuries and the suspects fled the scene on foot. Following the attack, concerned citizens assisted in transporting Bess to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, where he was declared dead on arrival. Police examination of Bess's body revealed wounds to his left upper chest, left lower stomach area, and right side neck, including a jugular vein. Bess's body currently rests at the Ezekiel Funeral Home, awaiting a post-mortem examination. On a different note, two are in custody following a recent operation conducted by the Guyana Police Force, where a firearm and matching ammunition were confiscated during a routine stop-and-search encounter in Sophia, Georgetown. According to reports, around 11:20 a.m. on Wednesday, police officers on motor vehicle patrol along Dennis Street near the Sophia Exhibition Center noticed a black premium motor car PAE 3982 with heavily tinted windows traveling in the opposite direction. Suspecting illicit activities, the officers intercepted the vehicle. Upon inspection, they found two occupants, Rudy Vandermeer, a 28-year-old taxi driver from Georgetown, and Michael Hopkinson, a 27-year-old resident of Princess Street and A-Field, Sophia, seated in the front passenger seat. During a search of both individuals and the vehicle, the officers discovered a firearm hidden under Hopkinson's shirt, tucked into his waist. 3 rounds of matching ammunition were also discovered from the scene. When questioned, Hopkinson admitted to not possessing a firearm license. Consequently, he was promptly arrested and taken into custody along with Vandermeer, who is assisting with the investigation. Further details regarding the case are expected to emerge as the investigation progresses. In other news, a tragic motorcycle accident claimed the life of a 22-year-old motorcyclist in Bartica earlier today. Reports are that tragedy struck this morning in Bartica as Daniel Anthony Lopez of Bayadabo Road, Bartica, lost his life in a motorcycle accident on the Carbisi Hill Road. According to police reports, the incident occurred around 1:45 a.m. Lopez was traveling west along the southern side of the Carbisi Hill access road, navigating a hill and negotiating a right bend when he lost control of the vehicle. The motorcycle veered off the road, colliding with a concrete drain and a concrete bridge. The impact resulted in severe injuries to Lopez's head and body. He was rushed to the Bartica Regional Hospital. However, he was pronounced dead on arrival. The body is awaiting a post-mortem examination. This tragic incident serves as a reminder of the importance of road safety and the responsible driving practices. Stick around when we return. ERC affirms commitment to promoting ethnic harmony in Guyana, and Chinese Landing Village Council demands government allow gold mining amidst ban.
Are you looking for an exciting Easter? Look no further than Digicel stores for incredible savings and a free Easter surprise. This Easter, Digicel is offering an extravagant deal. Purchase the Samsung A05 for just $21,000 or the Samsung A24 for only $39,500 and receive a free kite with your purchase. Make this Easter a memorable one. Visit a Digicel store today and crack open these amazing deals. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Hi Guyana, welcome to Clearance, where we have been keeping you in style for generations. Do you guys remember this? Well, that was my mom, but now I'm back and we're doing a huge takeover sale Wednesday, March 27th and Thursday, March 28th. Get half off your favorite designer brands in clothing, accessories, and shoes. Remember, this sale is for 2 days only, Wednesday, March 27th and Thursday, March 28th. We will be open on Easter, Saturday, and Sunday. So come on down and shop at Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown, telephone 226-1082.
Welcome back. The Ethnic Relations Commission reaffirmed its dedication to fostering harmony and good relations among all ethnic groups in the country through targeted programs and initiatives. This assurance came from ERC Chairman Sheikh Muinul Haq during a press conference at the Cara Lodge Hotel in Georgetown. Highlighting the Commission's achievements over the past year, Chairman Haq emphasized its effort to fulfill the 24 functions outlined in Article 212 of Guyana's Constitution. The RC, which marked its first full year since being reconstituted with the swearing in of 10 new commissioners in March last year, has been actively engaged in various initiatives. Looking ahead, Commissioner Nia Saban outlined upcoming initiatives, including the I Dare You Pledge campaign, aimed at encouraging high-level politicians and public figures to commit to positive influence publicly. The ERC's dedication to promoting ethnic harmony in Guyana underscores its vital role in fostering understanding and unity among the country's diverse population. In other news, the Chinese Landing Village Council wants the government to let them mine for gold again. They're upset because the government banned all gold mining in their area, which they say is hurting their way of making a living. They've been fighting with the government about who should be allowed to mine there for a while. The government says they stopped mining because the people in Chinese landing complained that it was polluting their land and causing problems. But some people think the government is just punishing the villagers for speaking out. The council wants the government to talk to them nicely and follow the recommendations of a human rights group. They also want the government to remove weapons from mining areas and let them mine again because they say the ban isn't helping. Don't go away after the break. Nuclear power supply. UK turns to alternative source for energy. And new security legislation in Hong Kong. Life sentences for treason and sabotage.
Are you looking for an exciting Easter? Look no further than Digicel stores for incredible savings and a free Easter surprise. This Easter, Digicel is offering an extravagant deal. Purchase the Samsung A05 for just $21,000 or the Samsung A24 for only $39,500 and receive a free kite with your purchase. Make this Easter a memorable one. Visit a Digicel store today and crack open these amazing deals. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for doing surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Hi Guyana, welcome to Clearance, where we have been keeping you in style for generations. Do you guys remember this? Well, that was my mom, but now I'm back and we're doing a huge takeover sale Wednesday, March 27th and Thursday, March 28th. Get half off your favorite designer brands in clothing, accessories, and shoes. Remember, this sale is for 2 days only, Wednesday, March 27th and Thursday, March 28th. We will be open on Easter, Saturday, and Sunday. So come on down and shop at Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Arrest warrants have been issued for 9 members of the opposition in Venezuela. 2 of them have already been detained. They're close to Maria Corina Machado, who's banned from running in the upcoming presidential election. Machado says the arrests mount to brutal repression and are an attempt to prevent free and fair elections. Al Jazeera's Manuel Rapallo reports.
Security forces in Caracas carrying out arrests against 2 opposition members. Venezuela's Attorney General Tariq Saab confirmed the detentions on Wednesday, adding that more arrest warrants have been issued for Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado's inner circle.
The public ministry asked for 9 arrests. 2 of them have been carried out. The arrest of Henry Alvarez and Dignora Hernandez have been made effective.
Despite her landslide victory in a primary organized by the opposition last October, Machado remains banned by Venezuelan authorities from officially registering as a presidential candidate. Machado, who has been polling above President Nicolás Maduro, calls the arrest warrants against members of her staff a cowardly act by the government.
It appears the regime wants to close the road to democracy and peace. What the regime is doing is not a show of strength, it's a show of great weakness.
The arrest warrants against opposition members have cast new doubts over the upcoming presidential election scheduled for July. Venezuela's Supreme Court, which upheld the ban against Machado in January, accuses the opposition leader of corruption and supporting U.S. sanctions. Manuel Rapalo, Al Jazeera.
Internationally, the UK government recently announced the biggest expansion of nuclear power for 70 years as an alternative to fossil fuels, but it may not necessarily deliver the promise of energy independence for some time to come. Al Jazeera's Sonia Gallagher reports.
An efficient, low-carbon source of power, or a complex, expensive and hazardous way of guaranteeing energy security? Nuclear power has both captivated and alarmed politicians. An innovation that holds the promise of a stable source of power as a way of guaranteeing demand for green, renewable energy. But on its own, it's not enough to wean countries off dependence on fossil fuels.
I've announced the largest expansion to our nuclear programme in 70 years, and we're being realistic about our need for oil and gas too.
Nuclear power provides 15% of the UK's energy supply and has been promoted by energy suppliers as a reliable source.
The promise of low-carbon nuclear energy is not without its risks. Dungeness B, behind me here, was the first of its generation of nuclear power plants, and it was designed to be only in use until 2008. However, it was extended until 2028. But a series of technical faults meant that it was shut down in 2021.
Another issue, defueling and decontamination, and the site will remain radioactive for 10,000 years. The two nuclear reactors being built at Hinkley Point C in the west of England are expected to provide energy for more than a fifth of British homes, but it has been beset by delays and spiralling costs. Local residents are also wary of the environmental impact.
It's a very dirty process, so the fuel itself is filthy in terms of contributing to climate change and pollution before it gets anywhere near processing and ending up as the fuel for a nuclear power station.
2, 1, 0. One form of atomic technology that holds much promise, nuclear fusion. Relatively inexpensive compared to nuclear fission produced in power plants, it is seen as a safer alternative as it doesn't yield long-lasting waste.
64 megajoule.
But while there have been major breakthroughs in successfully generating more energy than was used to creating it, the challenge will be producing it on an industrial scale that can power the world. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera, Dungeness.
Finally, new national security legislation is coming into force in Hong Kong from Saturday. It includes a life sentence for treason, sabotage, and for what's described as a colluding with foreign forces. That follows legislators unanimously approving new powers which they say are necessary for stability. Al Jazeera's Laura Westbrook reports.
我宣布議案獲得通過。
In the territory's legislature, pro-Beijing politicians unanimously voted to pass homegrown national security legislation.
It is a historic moment that Hong Kong has been waiting for 26 years, 8 months and 19 days. The law will help prevent and deal with espionage, foreign interference and threats caused by foreign espionage.
Article 23, as it's known, includes new national security offences and updates existing ones, including treason, sabotage and mutiny, all of which will become punishable by up to life in prison. It also raises the maximum penalty for crimes linked to sedition to 10 years imprisonment.
When this law was last proposed in 2003, there was such fierce public opposition that 500,000 people took to the streets, some fearing that it would repress the unique rights of Hong Kong, including freedom of expression. Now, there's not been anything like that, and people I've spoken to have refused to even comment about the law.
Human rights lawyer Mark Daly worries that the law could be used to silence critics.
My biggest concern is sedition, critical debate, vigorous criticism of government policies. It's vague and you don't know when you're going to be crossing that line.
But for Regina Ip, this has been a long time coming. She spearheaded the attempt to pass the law in 2003 when she was Security Secretary. This time, the Legislative Council took less than 2 weeks from when the legislation was published to passing it.
To prosecute somebody, you have to show that he has a criminal intent. I think our media understand the freedom of expression is not absolute,
Former opposition legislator Emily Lau marched against the law in 2003.
We have seen in the past few years, quite a bit of self-censorship. Maybe it's not really that bad, but the people are just not sure. So, to be safe, I just don't express myself. Hong Kong's not like that. For many years, Hong Kong was safe, was free and vibrant.
In 2020, the government in Beijing responded to months of anti-government protests by imposing the national security law. Since then, opposition politicians in Hong Kong have been jailed or fled the city, civil society groups disbanded, and some media outlets shut down. Hong Kong is trying to woo back foreign business despite the presence of the Beijing-imposed national security law. Critics say it's yet another blow to the city's reputation as an international financial centre. Laura Westbrook, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's Safe TV2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.